money trap. The old road map for money. Money, the tender trap. Your money or your life. If someone thrust a gun in your ribs and said that sentence, what would you do? Most of us would turn over our wallets. The threat works because we value our lives more than we value our money. Or do we? Chris Northrup was a woman trying to make it in a male-dominated profession, medicine. Like so many other minorities cutting through centuries of custom and prejudice, she felt compelled to outdo her peers on every level. She kept long hours, served on boards, spoke at conferences and even tried to play supermom and raise 2 children without skipping a beat. Her job, which in many ways she loved, was consuming her life to the tune of 80 hours a week. During Gordon Mitchell's first 7 years out of college he'd been a national organizer with a militant black organization. He had no income, but his needs were taken care of by the organization. His compatriots were his family and his mission was his life. There were flaws, however, in this perfect marriage of work and wages. Gordon became disillusioned with the disparity between what the organization preached and what the leaders practiced, and he left. He joined the 9-to-5 world and became a successful financial planner in Michigan. And, like many other people whose lives are consumed by their jobs, his marriage ended in divorce and he acquired debts of $120,000. He found himself dreaming of the old days when he had lived simply and had had an exciting mission. Would he ever get back to that? Penny Unoba worked 70 hours a week as a successful saleswoman, but that wasn't it. She reports, after reading books like The Poverty of Affluence, by Paul Wachtel, I realized that my feeling that something was missing wasn't something only one experienced. I began to talk with others and found they often felt similarly let down. Having gotten the prize of a comfortable home with all the trimmings, there was a sense of, is this all? Do I have to work and then retire, worn out, to be put out to pasture? To do nothing then but to try to spend money I saved up and to waste my time till my life is over? Carl Merner's love was music, but his life was working in data processing for Snohomish County, Washington, and he'd all but given up the hope that love and life could go together. Unsure of what it meant to be a man, he'd assumed all the trappings of adulthood and waited for the day when they'd catapult him into manhood. He'd graduated from college and gotten a wife, a skill, a job, a car, a house, a mortgage and a lawn to mow. Instead of feeling like a man, however, he felt increasingly trapped. Diane Grosh just plain hated her job as a computer programmer. She did the bare minimum she had to do in order to keep her job, but did it so well that she couldn't be fired. She accumulated all the symbols of success, a Mazda RX-7, a house in the country, but they barely balanced the boredom of her job. She went on to travel and participate in a variety of workshops, but none of these pleasures countered the doldrums of the work week. She finally decided that this must be as good as it gets, with her job biting the center out of her life.